So we are going to start history optional from 17th of December. And before I discuss on history as an optional, I should tell you that all subjects are excellent. Please, all subjects, it's your choice to choose an optional. Sociology, psychology, public administration, geography, history, philosophy, all. So before I tell you about the benefits of history, let me clear it very well that all subjects are excellent. But sometimes, this is my first point, all subjects are excellent. So there is no question that history is good and sociology is bad and philosophy is not. No, please. All subjects. But all those people who have interest in history as a science are afraid. I have met many people in the teaching career of past 15 years. I have met many people who are afraid of history. This video is for them. This video is not to convince you to leave your optional. Philosophy is your optional, so you leave your optional. Please don't do it. Whatever is your optional, you enjoy your optional, carry on. This video is for those people who are afraid of history. First fear. It has a vast syllabus. It's a pseudo fear created in the market. Sir, ancient history, medieval history, modern history, world history. Paper 1, paper 2. This paper 2 is the part of GS. Where it is vast. This paper 2 is part of GS. And teachers recommend you the same books. Here, Bipin Chandra, India's Struggle for Independence, Normal Law. Normal Law is a very dangerous book. 50% is out. Then from here, culture of India. And to study the culture, you have to go through the history of India. 30% here. 20. It's a myth that history is vast. It's a clear-cut myth. Second problem. So this is a clear-cut myth that history is a vast subject. Now, history is the subject of dates and years. Second myth. You remember your first paper of 10th class? Date and year. Year you may remember. Date. You remember those dates in your life which are relevant for you. And in modern history and world history, you don't have to remember date and year. Dates depend upon relevancy. 1191, 1192, 1194. Even non-history people have to know this. First Battle of Tarayan, Second Battle of Tarayan, Chandavar. And this led to the establishment of Turkish rule in India. (1526), 1556, the two Panipats, which established the Mughal rule. 1757, 1739, 1761. they all have a deep impact on the history of India. This is the second myth. Dates and years. All those dates which are important for non-history people, they are also important. Birth of Buddha, birth of Mahavira, death of Buddha, death of Mahavira, Kalinga War. Non-history people. Second myth. Third myth, less marks. Why? Whenever you miss the approach of a subject, for past, if you see the IS officers before 1990, you will see 95% of them had history as optional. You meet 80 cadre, 85 cadre, 84 cadre, 86, 95% history as optional. Today, what is the approach? Mug up the things. And when you mug up, you miss the core of the message. If why after studying Gandhi, you don't understand that how in a country where 80% people were illiterate and 80% were suffering from poverty, 80% were suffering from poverty, 80% were suffering from illiteracy. It was not easy to awaken this section. He did not pick up the pistol. He did not throw the bomb. But he played a very important role in awakening this 80% people who were suffering from poverty and illiteracy. This is to be glorified. You see people today, Gandhi ji ne kya kiya bhai sahab, what Gandhi has done. You require eyes to see the contribution of Gandhi. You require a deep insight. 1947 mass movement. You see the condition of Kashmir? See the farmers' protest today? They don't have leaders like Gandhi to have a peaceful protest. Protest is a right in democracy. If you are dissatisfied with something, you have a right to protest. But you should know the way how to protest. History has lost its essence. But I have done a work on this. I am doing a work. I am preparing a basic course for all those people who will take history as optional. All NCERT program I am going to give you on the basics. My Modern India's entire NCERT is present on Ray channel. And all those who will take the admission in this course will be given as a part of the program, so that you can have a very sound base. I have done the homework and then I have taken up this initiative. I will give you 200 framed questions, framed for answer practice. Just give me 30 days. Within 30 days, you will get the PDF of 200 framed questions of mains. Framed. First time, you will see 200 framed questions. That is sufficient for practice. 50 from ancient, 50 from medieval, 50 from modern, 50 from world. I have completed the homework. Then I am taking the initiative. Third myth, once you write the essence, once you write the core, once you give the explanation, marks. You write rubbish things and then you expect the marks. And the tragedy which took place with public administration, that same tragedy took place with history. When history was a favorite subject, thousands of teachers of history grew up. Thousands of books came out. In Allahabad, there were such books published by local publication, book stores. Prayag Book Depot. That bookstore was publishing a history book of 2000 pages with all useless concepts. How people will get the marks? It's not the problem of the subject. Then also every year the people from history optional are getting selections. Difficult to memorize. If you mug up, then history becomes impossible for you. You have to understand, you have to connect. And I will give you all the formulas, framework, chart work. And all those who are connected to me, you must be very aware the way I teach, the way I give you the chart, the way I give you the formulas. So there is no tension of mugging up. No connection with other subjects. Sir, please. History is an interdisciplinary science. History is an interdisciplinary. Africa, Europe, both got Marshall Plan, both. Financial help by America for growth and development, they failed to use. They remained the victim of civil war. They got the money, but they failed to develop. Why? Geography. Big infrastructural setups are not possible. Big infrastructural setups are not possible. Big industries are not possible. So money went into Africa, but it was utilized in civil wars. Here, infrastructure was there, modern political setup was there, and they regained their status. History is a interdisciplinary science. And once you understood it's a subject for all those people who enjoy learning. This is the only subject in the world where stories are there. That's why it's very easy. History is a story. A story with messages. Why it is easy? Story. Why it is easy? Story. Stories are there with messages. So if you don't understand the concept, but if you understand the story, message will be clear. That is why the subject is very easy, very interesting, with a high potential of getting great marks. So if you have interest in history, I will again repeat, if you have interest, please, if you have interest in political science, you choose political science. If you have interest in philosophy, you please choose philosophy. Please. Please, don't come to me and say, sir, you said that is why I took history. Please, I don't want to listen all these things. It's appeal to all those people who have interest in history. If you have any fear, just write it down to me. I will take the responsibility of your fears. And you can prepare history with me with all confidence. In next video, I'll tell you the books. Easiest books. Thank you.